Hey everyone, welcome back to Adobe Live here on Behance. We are here every Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 5 p.m. Pacific time, and we are here with Kristine Arth. Welcome. Huzzah! So we do have a challenge this week for all of our guests. Our guests are going to be designing a creativity conference. So all of the collateral, the signage, everything, even down to the badges. The core value of this event is create and share. And Kristine, what are you going to be focusing on today?
Well, I got the brief from the team, and I'm going to be focusing on a lot. So
all of it, the whole
thing. They were like, oh, you know, there's 3 other designers, and they're going to be doing an animation and an app, and, you know, a poster, and we were hoping that you can come up with a name, a tagline, a brand, an identity, packaging, collateral. And I was like, whoa, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, no big deal. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, well, I think that you are well prepared, or at least skilled enough to do this.
I'm trying to be, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can pop over to my screen and show a little bit of your work while you introduce yourself real quickly.
Yeah, well, my name is Kristine Arth. I am a... Hello. I'm a designer, but most of all, I'm just a person. I focused on branding and graphic identities, and this latest project, the one that's behind us right now, which is pretty cool. It's for IDEA, so it's the International Design Excellence Awards, and if you haven't entered already, you should enter. It's open right now for anyone to enter, but it's part of the Industrial Design Society of America, and
awesome.
It's a great identity. We worked on it at Fuse Project, and I had a really great team. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, I just put it up on my site, so I'm pretty excited about it.
It's clean and new, so fresh, so clean. Awesome, thanks for sharing that. So chat, now you know who Kristine is, you know she is fit for this job, and maybe we can jump into what you're gonna get done, because this week, chat, I don't know if you know this, but we do have 90-minute segments, so they're a little bit shorter, and that means we've got to get those contest entries in quicker than ever. So the contest this week, or at least today, is we want you, chat, to create the badges for the conference attendees. So there is a template. I know, cool. I always love getting badges and keeping them.
I was like, I was gonna do that, but this is great. They can do it for me.
Yeah, right? That's true. It could be in the final project. But go to be.net/live. Hopefully that's where you're watching us from. Click on the contest tab, and there's a template and more info on how to submit. You have about an hour.
Cool. Wow. That's less time than me. Get after it.
Right. Yeah. Keep it coming. And the winner of that contest will win a free year of Creative Cloud, and we'll also be doing 2 giveaways every 30 minutes. We've got
pretty good
new swag.
Ooh.
We got a Photoshop pillow.
Yeah.
And it's touched both of our faces, so don't you want it now? And
amazing.
The second giveaway winner will win a Photoshop pen and a Adobe charger. Ooh, trying to switch it up a little bit.
Cool.
Awesome. So let's jump into what you're going to be working on.
All right. So, you know, as any good creative does, they create their brief and set everything up for themselves so that they can box themselves in.
Need some guidelines.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, the brief was to share and create. So creating a conference around sharing and create. And the difference is it's that I know there's a lot of really great conferences out there, but I liked the idea of this because it was kind of the same setting as what we're doing right now, where someone will actually get to be there live and, you know, be able to ask questions, and that transparency is so needed these days because people want to know the tricks of what other people do to get things done quickly or efficiently.
Right.
And the values that Michael sent over are to create and share, creativity, and community. And then what I'm responsible for, I was like, oh yeah, sure, just throw it on me, no big deal. I was like, that's a lot of stuff. I was like, all right, cool. So I wasn't stressed out at all over the weekend.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. I was actually having fun.
Good.
So today I'm gonna go through a little bit of my research on how I started out with the copy just to get myself inspired. And this is, I'll just zoom in real tight before we reveal the names. The competitors. So, you know, first you want to look at what else is out there and see who's doing what and what the names are. So if I'm naming a conference, 1, I don't want to name a conference that already exists, that's for sure. And then 2, I want to make sure that we're in line but still different enough from what else is there.
Right.
Both visually and in naming. So it's pretty important. So those are the competition right now, and this is what I came up with. And I had a break of silence when I sent over the names. It was pretty funny. I sent them over on Thursday, and I was like, "Hey Lee, hey Michael, what do you think about these 3 options?" And I didn't hear anything back for like 48 hours, and I was like, they either really hated them or they're super busy. But I'm like, I think they really hated them.
Michael,
but I was
out.
like, okay, cool. So the first one was LSD Conf.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna blow your mind.
Wow, really open things up for you.
It's gonna enhance your creative process. It's gonna take you to the next level. So live share design, you know, pretty much like what we're doing right now, sharing design live.
Yeah.
Option 2 was beyond design,
Cool.
exposing creativity before, during, and after the design process. Which I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, it's basic.
Right, I like the idea of exposed.
Yeah, exposing, exactly. I took that over to the third one, which is where I think I'm landing now.
Oh,
so
cool. I like that.
designer to designer, mainly because it's this dialogue that we're going to have with each other, and the whole idea is to be transparent, to be able to talk, to be able to really kind of, you know, get into each other's heads and see the process. So it's a conference for designers by designers.
Gotcha.
Exposing creativity before, during, and after the design process. So that's where I started, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, yup, this is the one that we did.
Awesome. Art director, the red pen. This
Exactly.
one.
I'm like, yup, there we go. We're going with that one. And then they were like, how about some taglines? And I was like, cool, okay. I'm really good at that.
Was that sarcastic? Or
No,
are you actually good?
you're like, yes and no. I'm like, I'm really good at that because I come up with taglines all day, except none of them ever get used because they're like, that's over the line. You
You're
probably
like,
shouldn't
what
say
line?
that.
LSD.
Exactly. I was like, it'd be great. We'd get a lot of young people there.
Oh my gosh, opening minds, not kimonos.
Yeah, exactly.
The kimono a little bit.
So, design thinking is just thinking. I've heard this before, and I really liked it. And I was like, you know, that's what this is about, is transparency.
Oh.
And we open minds, not kimonos, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, you know what? We're gonna open the kimono, and it's very like market speak, and you know, like we don't want to sugarcoat it. It's just for donuts. NDA, not designing anything really until I get paid. So,
yeah, there you go.
the only acronym we're down with is BS because it is BS. Synergy is a real pop word that everybody's using, and everything is like, you know, oh, the synergy between our companies is so amazing. We're having synergy right now, just so you guys know, because we're working together. So,
Oh, is that why?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I'm trying to be a little bit silly with these, but also trying to be transparent about the fact that designers are people, and we don't want to be spoken to like marketers. We don't want to be spoken to like clients, but we want to be treated the same. So I think that having some of these lines in there will kind of, you know, make people realize that maybe this is a conference I actually want to go to and I'm going to learn something.
Yes.
So there's all of this setting the stage before we get into design that as designers we need to do. And I know I haven't actually designed anything yet, but isn't this great?
Design thinking is just thinking. I don't know if you
it
knew
is.
this.
It's just thinking. I'm like, you know. And then there's no secret. Just do the work. We will share what others don't. Let's see. And then my favorite one is where take it to the next level means go upstairs.
Literally.
So, yeah, literally. So actually, I might go show some of my mood boards first. So, you know, considering that this is Designers for Designers conference, I feel like most designers are rooted in learning from Bauhaus. They're also looking at form and function, and typography obviously is a key player in everything that we do in our everyday lives. So I think that starting there is kind of like the easy way out in a way, where I'm like, you know, like let's start with Bauhaus, mainly because we know that its form and function is good.
Yeah.
We know that they're coming from great inspiration, and also, you know, I just like it, so why not?
Looks good.
So I pulled together some of these for inspiration, one because of the minimalness, and two because it's trying to find some of that overlap or like pushing and pulling.
Yeah.
What I liked about this push for change is just the simplicity of, you know, it knocking everything down, and it actually says what it means. It's like the best thing that a logo can do is say what it means through a very small area. Same thing with this dualism. Yes, it's a Venn diagram. It's also MasterCard, but you know, it's many other things. It's two things coming together as one. It's the overlap and transparency.
Yeah.
And then I also looked at typography and how it's used. So not just, you know, geometric shapes, but also how type is used to create transparency and how type is used to create an emotion or lack of emotion or even connection.
Yeah.
So these were my inspiration boards, and I think it's always fun to put these together. I know a lot of designers will say, I don't create inspiration boards because it's all coming from my head, but
no,
I'm just not that cool. I mean, I'm not.
And they're lying
so,
also.
I mean, yeah, I look around me, I look around the world, and I pull from the things that I've seen that inspire me, and I try to make something new from that. And I think the best thing to do is to know what's out there so that you're not replicating someone else's work. And if you're looking at it, then you know that, you know, it's good, but it's also like, I don't want to do that. It's not a Me Too situation.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So someone in chat is asking, did you make a How I Met Your Mother reference?
How I Met Your Mother? Oh, did I? I don't know. Maybe.
I was like, I didn't hear anything.
I don't know that show. I mean, I don't watch that show, but I know that show.
Right.
It looks really funny.
Jimmy, educate us, please. Also, the main character of that show went to my high school.
Oh, really?
Famous.
That's amazing.
He's
I'm
like wow, that's our claim to fame.
Totally. And right now, I mean, we're getting at least more than 15 minutes today.
About 90.
Yeah,
About
90.
86.
Better wrap this up.
Yeah, right.
So where we were at with Bauhaus, I was looking at the color palettes that were inspired, and mainly the minimalism. So looking at these three, just black, red, and, well, it's a muted red, and a lighter gray, and bringing in variations of color as I go further down. So
cool.
Starting here, bringing in the idea of if I were to add more color than just the simplicity of black, red, and gray, maybe a blue, maybe a green.
Why those two? Just because they're cool as opposed to warm?
Well, I think, yeah, a little bit. Mainly the overlap of red and blue create a really nice tone.
Yeah.
So I really liked that effect that it was giving. Also, when I looked at the effect of this like purplish, it felt a little stronger than going in the primary color range, which a lot of Bauhaus is, you know, more in this area of the primary. But I think leaving out all of that color will help me to design stronger by, you know, reducing the amount that I'm going to start with.
Yeah.
So I have it there in case I want to play around later. If things look really bad, then I'll be like, let's throw some color at it.
Let's decorate it, make it better.
Right, which it's anti-ornament, so I probably won't be doing that today.
Oh my gosh.
I think that was the last time.
I'm anti-ornament.
Really?
I am only
all ornamental?
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
I can learn from this,
This is great. This is great. I'll be Bauhaus and you'll be other things, like Memphis.
Like illuminated manuscripting over here. It's going to be crazy.
So my inspiration is literally pulled from Bauhaus being minimal, geometric, handcrafted, but also looks mass-produced, anti-ornament. So nothing too frilly, nothing too over the top. But we might change that because, you know, it'll be a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
And then rules of form follows function, which I'm usually a function follows form kind of person, so this will be a bit of a challenge for me.
Okay.
Typography, geometry, all the things. So these were the two typefaces that I had pulled. I had looked through quite a few, and I know usually I'll do a type exploration on screen, but I went online and started to look through things that weren't necessarily Bauhaus rooted because I didn't want to be too sisay. But I also wanted to look at something that had a geometric sense to it, and I felt that Campton did that very nicely. Their O's are perfectly round.
Yeah.
I liked the weight and the height of, well, the weight, there's many weights in here, so it's pretty great because it's a full family.
Yeah.
So I can do a lot with it. It's really versatile. And then when I looked at the body copy, it was easy to read.
Totally.
So I felt like this is good because we're going to have a lot of copy in a conference. And, well, maybe not. It's a design conference. We probably might have none.
That's our choice.
Yeah, exactly. And then this was the other one I looked at, and I felt like it was pretty fun. It was good. So I didn't really like the Y's or the L's. They were a little bit too much flourish. So I think that was the ornament that I was like, oh, you know, if I'm going to use this for body copy, I probably would use something else.
Gotcha.
But the title case of it, or not title case, the using it as a word mark or starting out there, I thought that would be kind of nice. So. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I did some sketches. I can show you. I'm like,
just hold it up?
Yeah, I'll hold it up. I know Michael always has this like video camera that he's like, let me look really quickly. Okay. So, oh, wait.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that? You guys see that?
3D. So what are we looking at?
Okay, so I did some sketches last night, and I'm actually on the way here in the Uber. I was like, ooh, more ideas. Just on some areas that I'm going to play around with. So I think, yeah, I was like, you can't really see that.
Yeah,
so
maybe we'll get the GoPro going and actually take a peek at that.
Yes. Do I put this in front of this?
Flip it over. Yep. Watch some magic is about to happen.
Yeah, cool.
Our resident wizard has come to play.
Oh, okay, perfect. So, you know, starting out, what I've done is, I think, yeah, you can see this. Okay, so I'm looking at D to D and obviously using the colon to create this tension between them. I also wanted to be really sure, and I looked up Dolby last night because I was like, oh, I don't want it to look like the Dolby logo. I was like, that would be terrible. But I think there's also this case where Dolby is a brand. This is a conference, and we're going to make it far different. It's going to be more colorful.
Yeah.
And that's my nephew. He's like, can you finish in 5 minutes? I got to go to class.
Thanks, lol.
Thanks, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Lol. So I was looking at the relationship between D to D and what that meant. And actually, this morning, what I kind of came up with after taking a long shower, so it's good to know I showered today. But after a long shower, I was like, well, if we look at the brain, we have logic and creativity, left and right. You know, we're right-brained, but we're all-brained. So
True.
I think the idea is that, you know, if this is a designer, and in fact, if you split it down the middle, you have a D immediately.
Oh,
so the D is on the right side. It's already for design. And the right side of the brain is the expression, the emotion, the imagination. Left side is logic, so it's language, numbers, aspirations. But I feel like all of that comes together when you're designing. And to be right-brained versus left-brained, I think is, you know, something that maybe people put too much onus on.
Yes,
and we're both. We have a full brain. So you guys should all stop treating creatives like they're just too creative.
It's all we can do.
Exactly. So when I looked at that, I was like, okay, well, I want to create something where these designers are overlapping. So designer to designer, what does that mean? And then thinking about that, I was like, well, they're actually going to be facing each other. This isn't going to be a designer following a designer. This is going to be a designer facing each other and actually having a dialogue.
Interacting.
So, exactly. They're interacting. So I think giving myself a little bit of time to ruminate over this, which was maybe just overnight, I was like, okay, this actually makes sense for these. So when I'm looking at, you know, creating something where it's the D to D, and then actually taking the 2 out of the equation because I felt like it was too much focusing on 2D. And I didn't want people to think that this was only flat graphics because it's not. Design is everything. It's even just thinking. So, so I was looking at these as, you know, this whole person, half person, whole designer, half designer, all designer.
Yeah.
And how they could come together, and even using the colon to be a facilitator between the two, almost as though these are their tools or this is their meeting place and this is what they do together. So it's a little bit heady in some ways, but I think it's also visually quick and easy to understand that these two things are meeting. And between their meet, they create a dialogue. And the dialogue is with the colon. So, yeah. Cool. And then I had some other ideas, too, about this whole spinningness of the D to D. Something where these would be able to use the colons in a diagonal way, so that the idea is that the D could spin around, and actually these two people could trade places. So if you're thinking about, you might be on stage at one point and I'll be asking you questions, and then vice versa. I might be on stage and they might be asking me questions.
Like right now.
Yeah, I think it's exactly like we are right now. So I think that there's some idea of this sharing and creating and collaborating, and that's where I'm gonna start. Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna get after this, because what we have, like, what, an hour? Yep,
pretty much. But you've pitched the idea and the board accepts, and we do have a giveaway in 10 minutes.
Yes.
You see this lovely little animation above us, so stick around, make sure you're active in chat. That is how you get picked to be the winner of the random giveaway.
Cool. Ooh. So I'm gonna start out with just playing with these two and seeing what we can do with them. Designer to designer. D to D.
D to D. Chat, do you have any ideas? Please share them if you do.
Yeah, bring me
collaborative.
Collaborative design.
In a good way. Not the backseat designing way, but like the actual
not the hovering art director way? Yeah,
yes.
right?
Oh my gosh. I'm glad that he's not on this table right now. Do you know the hovering art director?
No.
Oh, you're like, what are you talking about?
Is there a person? I was like, who would be on the table?
There's a tiny man.
Oh, really?
And he has a beard.
Oh, really?
And he tells you your designs are bad.
Sounds like some people I know.
Tiny men with beards?
Yeah, actually. Tiny men with beards telling you you're not good enough.
Oh, no.
Too funny.
Well, I'm glad he's not here.
Yeah.
It makes me uncomfortable.
I was like, wait, what was I doing? Oh, right. And this is why you sketch, everybody, so that you can remember what you're supposed to do.
There you go.
I find it very helpful, even because my memory is so poor I can't remember what's going on in the moment. Okay, let's throw a 2 in here just for good measure. And I kind of want to see extra bold. Yeah. All right, I'm going to outline these, ungroup them, and play. I'm also going to look at the 2 in this. Ooh, that is not it's not a very pretty 2. All right,
functional.
So that will tell us that we don't want to go with TT fur. It's a great typeface, but just not for what I want to use today.
Bye.
Sorry. Okay.
Maybe another time.
Yeah, maybe later. Cool. So, let's see.
So to get those shapes that you're editing right now, you typed and then outlined?
Yes, typed, outlined. Yes, this is the Dolby logo, everybody. I totally get that.
Adobe,
in fact,
Dolby.
Let's just pull that down so that we know.
Yep.
Wait. Perfect. All right, what are we not going to do? This. But,
That can be close.
We'll make stuff different. Yes, we did make a face. That's kind of nice, right?
Right. I know, when you first were typing it out,
we'll just do this while we design to keep ourselves happy, so that we always know.
Yeah.
All right, let's get rid of that colon. Start with the 2, D to D. Okay. So...
Bye, Nathan. Have a good time at class.
Bye, Nathan. Enjoy class. Up in Michigan, in the UP.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I know, right?
Boo, Michigan.
Okay, so I'm going to set my sketches here just so I can stare at them, if that's okay.
It's fine with me.
All right, perfect.
How about you, chat? How do you feel?
Okay. So, I mean, first off, D to D. We're looking at creating something that also looks like a bow tie, which is kind of fun.
Oh, very fancy. Fancy men.
And since this conference doesn't exist, I'm not too concerned if things are perfectly leaded yet. Or current.
There you go.
Sometimes you got to get your ideas out and then go back and resurface that stuff, because it's better to make a lot of mistakes versus making things perfect, because odds are the perfect things aren't going to go forward.
True. Because they don't usually have the strong idea behind them. They just look good.
Totally. So, all right, definitely. Oh, I also like the idea of this.
When I first saw that kind of colon in the middle with the 2 Ds, I imagined like an insect, like a butterfly or fly. And
yeah, I feel like
quaint.
That's interesting. Yeah. Well, mainly because that's the whole idea of change. To change, butterfly.
Goodness. Metamorphosis.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
All right, let's see. Get my rulers in here.
Ooh, I like that.
5. All right, let's see if this actually. Yep.
Perfect.
Cool.
What units are you using?
I'm using 2 point, I think.
Okay, so
I
points.
can look really quick.
Just curious.
Yeah, points.
Gotcha.
Oh, I thought it was in 2s, but I think that's 1. Tracking and letting is 1 point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I changed that the other day, and I was a little disappointed because I had it at like 3, and it was going faster for me. And now I'm like. Exactly.
Yes.
And I know I'm using my very old school mouse. I
Hey,
think
it
somebody
works for
asked me,
you.
"What mouse do you use?" And I was like, "Well, the original mouse."
The OG.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of like a shower cap. You can't argue with results. You know, it keeps you dry. I can
You can
do
click
whatever
with
I
it.
want with it. Yeah.
Nice. Vicky, what is she making right now? So you're working on specifically the logo at the moment, right?
Yes.
But you're kind of in charge of the whole identity.
Yes. So we will take a look at the rest of the identity, I think, throughout the week. So Ryan Ford said, let's see some lowercase. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Getting that going. Oh.
Little Dunkin' Donuts like.
Yeah, little DD. Oh, yeah. But then it looks like a DP. So, you know, that's the problem with lowercase. It could be a D, it could be a B, it could be a P, maybe even a Q. So probably not going to go with that. Thanks for the idea, though, Ryan. It's like, see that? Hovering art director.
You tried it.
I tried it for you, Ryan, but all right. Ooh.
Yes, and if you do have any questions, chat, please ask, because we only have Kristine for about another hour.
Hopefully I can make something really great within this hour.
It's happening. It's happening right now.
Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of this and just see some of this overlap, because I wanted to create something that looked a bit like these two coming together.
Oh.
So I'm wondering... But not DC Comics.
Right.
Don't worry,
Or
guys.
shoes.
I'm not crazy. Let's just see.
I like this iteration you're doing, like pushing it a little further each time. Oh yeah, they could totally overlap and make a square.
Totally.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And actually, to get this, let's grab these and let's do the color I was thinking of. Let's make these transparent so we can see through them. And then that way, that red just doesn't seem red enough.
Yeah, it's a little orange.
Yeah, maybe it's my screen.
Oh,
wow, that's brighter.
It's redder on.
Oh, it's redder up there.
What they can
let's
see,
check
but-
this out and see if I've got a better red. A better red. Oh, and it's RGB, of course.
Yes, Adobe Live, thank you for the update. You do have 30 minutes about left to get your submissions in for the contest. You could win a free year of Creative Cloud. Please work on making the badges for this conference. So now that you know it's D to D, maybe that can help you design a little bit.
Totally. Maybe you guys will even do a better logo than me. That'd be amazing.
Oh my
And then I'll
goodness.
use it.
Snatches. It's all
Exactly.
collaborative, right?
It's collaborative, you know. Okay, good. So we know that whatever we're doing won't look like Dolby. We can delete this because I'm not going to promote them all day.
Sorry, Dolby.
Sorry. Okay, so let's see. There's also this tension which I like when things are overlapped because you see that tangent that starts to happen.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Gabriel from Brazil.
Ooh.
Welcome. Let us know where you're
Brazil.
all from. Love hearing that. I saw somebody was saying that they're from somewhere earlier.
Someone from somewhere. I like that.
Someone was from the East Bay.
Me too.
I'm from a place.
Always a place. Let's see.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Let's see just how far we can take it.
We've got Colorado,
Oh,
Sri Lanka.
So this makes a circle now, which is kind of cool too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It breaks the shape.
So I'm gonna group these and just see what we can do here. Some fun noises going on out there. All right.
It's not even noon yet. Calm down.
Let's see. Kind of looks like a zipper.
Oh.
Which I'm pretty excited about because I was
Yeah.
like, ah, yes, designers are going to flash the world with their skills.
They're gonna part.
It's always about flashing. Okay. So, and again, now I'm just playing around because I only have time to do so much. So I'm gonna play a little bit by creating some identity while creating a logo. But I kind of feel like that's a better iterative process anyway because you don't really know what's gonna work until you apply it.
True.
There's something fun about this feeling like a zipper coming together and like the idea of it like getting tight in the middle where it's all concise.
And pulling two things together.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm quite liking what's going on in here. And I'm wondering if maybe this is where one of the iterations of a logo could come out of.
People in chat are saying that they like that there's a smaller D in the negative space.
Yeah, these ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this one.
Well, just the negative space of the two Ds is also a D, which is kind of obvious. But
Yeah.
it's not the same thing for every letter, so it's pretty cool.
Totally. Ah, yes, these. Interesting. Yeah, I quite like that too. That could be interesting. Okay. So, let's see. I'm wondering.
I just always see a smiley whenever there's a colon.
I know, right?
I'm such a millennial. It's like, yep, it's a face.
Too funny.
And while you're working on iterating on this, chat, y'all, we've got a giveaway. It's already that time. It seems like time is flying by, but Photoshop pillow up for grabs. Who wants it? All you gotta do is say something in chat. You could be the winner. We have new swag for you this week, so we'll be giving away something different in another 30 minutes. But right now, Photoshop pillow.
I like it.
It can be used for napping. You could sit on it.
Anything you want.
Pillows are your friend.
Pillows are amazing.
Yes. If I could have an Adobe pillow, I would want the Photoshop one, I think. Or maybe just a Creative Cloud one. I like all the apps. Yay, the chat's going nuts. I love to see the hype.
They're like, we love pillows. Pillow us up.
Yeah, especially Photoshop ones.
All right. That's why I didn't put a colon in there because you can't put colons in, can't put like characters like that in hashtags.
Oh, true.
D2D.
Oh.
But that still makes sense. Okay.
D:D.
D:D. All right, so that's one area that I'm gonna play around with, and I'm gonna move my artboard around. Yeah, while you were busy talking about a pillow, I made a tongue in there. I was like, ooh, yeah. He can be our mascot.
Oh, I like him.
We have enough of that. I don't mind this.
People in chat were saying it looks like an hourglass also.
Ooh,
True.
yeah, time's up. I like that.
Get to it.
Okay. Just throw this over here. And then let's also look at that in black. Always important to see things. But I'm liking this darker gray versus black. I think it's kind of nice. Okie doke. So, what else?
Munir, you'll sleep with it while working on Photoshop. All those late nights, you'll have a Photoshop pillow.
Totally.
Vicky, you're using a mouse, right?
Oh yeah, I'm using a mouse. Yep, the oldest mouse on planet Earth.
Officially.
Officially. And yeah, I think it's not older than me, I don't think.
Cool. You were
yeah, I
born
was
with
like,
it.
oh god.
All right, we have a giveaway winner. Gusbot 3000 is delivering it via Pigeon. Chat, do you want to know who the winner is? Let me know. Let me know if you're excited.
I want to know who the winner is.
All right, the winner is, would you like to read it?
Oh, no, you can read it. I have a terrible pronunciation.
All right, this could be pronounced two different ways, so I'm going to just pick one and go with it.
Yeah.
This is Rangi Abins. You are the winner, Rangi. Please say something in chat so we can know that you're a real person. You have won a Photoshop pillow.
You won.
Here it is. Catch. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. Throw it at the camera.
I mean, it is the future.
Awesome.
So Adobe Live Team will be in contact with you in your Behance messages, so be on the lookout for that. Rangy, yes, Orangi, please let me know. How do I pronounce it? I'd love to respect your name.
There
Yay!
you are.
Hello,
you got
friends.
a pillow. That's amazing.
So don't worry if you didn't win, chat. We're going to be doing another giveaway in 30 minutes. We have a dainty little cheeky Photoshop label pen for your backpack or your purse or your label, whatever. And then an Adobe mobile charger. So stick around for that.
Awesome. Just in case these aren't perfect ellipses, I'm going to create my own.
Just draw circles?
Yeah. So I'm trying out another one. So we've got this, fun hourglass thing, designer, time's up. This overlap of D to D that could unzip and have a bit of fun. And then I'm looking at this left brain, right brain idea, if I can even say it. And them connecting to each other.
Cool.
So I quite like that idea of the transparency, the connection.
Yeah.
But also that it's not a Venn diagram completely because of the way that we're using it. That it's two circles representing the brain. And then I wonder, I'm not sure, what do we think about these colors?
Ooh.
I kind of like that. That's pretty nice. I also wonder if giving it some love in color is kind of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
There's something pretty cool. Although it's not quite logo-esque yet. 'Cause it just looks like a bunch of balls.
Doesn't quite mean anything yet.
Doesn't mean anything yet, guys. Let's see. Yeah, we're coming up with a logo right now, Jeff. It's a hard task, so bear with me.
Also, Brian, lapel, tomato. How do you say it?
Lapel?
Lapel?
Oh, the lapel? Yes.
Just a
Is that
Midwestern
what this
girl
is?
calling it a lapel.
A label. Hey, I'm Midwestern, man. Don't give us a bad name. I knew it was a lapel.
I always use that as an excuse.
Yeah, I do too,
I'm
actually.
from the heartland, so I can say things however I want.
I don't know why I typed it all twice. I just really wanted to. It's like a OCD thing. Okay.
Adobe Live Team didn't want to call me out. Well, thank you for Brian for calling me out.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
I accept it.
Otherwise, I'd be calling it Chihuahua cheese the rest of my life instead of Chihuahua cheese.
Whoa, Chihuahua, best kind of dog.
Yeah, I know, right?
Best kind of Doge.
It's Doge. Yeah, it's good that people call you out. Something bold. Let's see. Too bold. Medium. Semi.
So do you think there would be the opportunity to make it more obvious that it's signifying brains, or do you want it to be more kind of
I think abstract.
abstract? Gotcha.
Mainly because I don't want it to be too focused on the brain.
Yeah.
It's
not
more
the
about
most important
connection
thing.
than the idea of the brain. Actually, I liked it a little bit tighter. More about the connection. And then I'm wondering if we minus left, align that right.
Ooh, a little bit of overlap happening there.
Yeah, let's see what we got. It might be too excessive.
Interesting. And chat, you have about 23 minutes to get your contest submissions in, so get those going. We already have 3, so I'm going to pop those up on the screen. You can take a look at them while Kristine's working. We've got Sharetivity, which is pretty cool. Which is the connection of all of these different ideas.
Ooh, sharetivity. I love made-up words. That's
Me
amazing.
too. Collaboration.
Collaboration.
And then this is Lisa, Creative Splash. Really simple.
Yeah.
Nice job. So got about 20 minutes left. We'll have a winner picked at the end of the stream, so stick around if you have entered the contest, and if you have not started yet on your project, get going. Got 20 minutes.
20 whole minutes.
No, you can get something done in 20 whole minutes.
Yeah, probably.
I believe it. Probably, as you're doing it right now.
I was like, probably gonna have to. Michael's doing the hovering over there, so I feel like I have to get something done.
He's existing over there.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if it's good.
And then the two eyes almost make a colon.
I know. That's what I was thinking, too.
Goodness.
It's like, see, synergy right here. Or formerly known as working together.
Ah.
Yes. All right. I'm just going to throw that over there for a minute.
Ooh.
Don't know what we're doing with this yet, but I want to just see where it goes. Oh, that's phallic.
That's something. It's pretty clear what that is.
Yeah, it was pretty clear. We'll just not go there.
Yeah. So chat, do you ever work in this iterative way? Let us know how many different versions you usually do, how you come to your finished product. I love hearing different people's ways of doing things.
Make the eye dots a different color to make it more obvious. All right, I could do that. If I was going to do the colons, yes, for sure. I will outline that and give it a shot.
Cool. All those hotkeys going so quick on the keyboard.
I know, right?
Pop, pop, pop.
I mean, that could just be, if I actually wanted to refine that, a mark in itself.
Yeah.
We'll just throw that up there. Thanks for the good idea. I think it was Jessica.
Totally.
Cool.
Marie says that they do 600 options and the client only sees like the top 3 or 5.
600?
I'm not sure if you're exaggerating, but it certainly feels like that many sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think I would do 600. That's just too many. Thinking about what if we did that, but it looks like a B. Designer to designer.
There you go. Anthony, why do you say that? He says that was a good choice for the host for this segment. It's because we have a good synergy.
That's right.
Good energy.
And we're Midwestern.
I was going to say, where are you from?
Oh, Michigan.
Oh.
Yeah, I grew up in Michigan.
Girl.
But then I was in Chicago for 10 years, so.
Also good.
You know,
also a good place.
Yeah.
I think Chicago is my favorite big city.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Well, like,
I like that.
Big. It's pretty big. Yeah. How about you? What cities do you like?
I really like in the U.S.
Anywhere.
I like Florence, Italy. I recently went to Tokyo and was in love.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of obsessed right now. And I'm like, how do I find myself back there?
I was going to say, I'm scared if I go to Japan, I will never come home.
Yeah,
it might happen.
If I would have just met a husband or something, or a girlfriend, I don't know.
Yeah, somebody.
That would have been great. Someone, a companion.
They do have services in Japan where you can like buy a friend for a day.
I'm not that desperate.
I mean,
like maybe.
To each their own.
I'd think about it. How about that?
Okay.
Designer conference. Okay. I kind of like the simplicity of where this is going just because it's, I think I want to, I don't know if I want to make conference too bold. Maybe that's even thinner. Designer. Let's see. Uppercase or initial cap? What do you think? I feel like that helps to understand the D to D a little bit better. Even though I love lowercase, I'm a big fan.
Big fan.
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do is take a look, throw some rulers in here and have a good time.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Rulers are my life.
Rulers are like not my life.
No?
No, I'm the antil pixel to pixel perfect person. I'm like, you know what? It's fine.
Snap to grid, you're good.
Yeah.
It'll do it for you.
Snap to grid. I would never do that.
Never ever.
No, I'm kidding. Maybe sometimes.
Ardra, there is a contest during every day of the event. So today's contest is to work on the badge for this fictional creative conference. Click on the contest tab at be.net/live. It has all the info and a template for you to use. And you've got 15 minutes to get those in.
I think having this be a little bit lighter and... Oop, not what I meant to do. Here we go. It's the clicking that's the best part. You know, if you have OCD, the clicking's great. I could just type in 1,000, but why bother?
It's part of the process.
Let's get there on our own.
Mm-hmm. Find your own way. Blaze your own trail.
Oh yeah, well if we lost the light gray parts of the icon, that's what it would be. But I think the idea is with the light gray, it brings in this whole idea of left brain, right brain. So, and then the brains are kind of working together. So I'm not sure if you guys got to see the very beginning of the sketch, but now that's just illegible now, isn't it?
Potentially.
Yep.
Especially for how bold the actual mark is.
Mm-hmm. I think a good round number. We might go back down a little bit.
Is it important to you to have that conference be the same size as designer to designer?
No, not at all. I think maybe, yeah, we could do something a little bit smaller and more elegant.
I like that. Very light, but also serious. And as a non-graphic designer, as myself, I don't really know what rules you can and can't break. So it's interesting to hear.
Yeah, I think you break rules after you learn them, but I think that just kind of comes along with... There's something nice about that. It feels very light, so let's see. I'm gonna make it a step away.
Nice. Ashley says that she works very similarly to the way that you do.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
High five. Birds of a feather.
Design, nerd to designer.
Designer to designer.
Is that the catchphrase? Birds of a feather, designer to design bird?
Design bird? Maybe that's me.
We changed that. Yes. Just an exotic design
I mean,
bird.
I am a lady, and that's an old-fashioned way to call a lady.
Just a bird.
A bird.
Especially in Chicago.
Hey, bird. Yeah, exactly. So let's see. What do we got going on over here? We can get rid of that. It's a duplicate. This didn't go anywhere. This is the culmination of these. And then there's something still fun about this. I think it feels a little bit too tight. So I'm wondering if I iterate a little bit more on that with my... Those weren't my ellipses, were they? Yeah, they were. With my own ellipses. Ellipses.
So is it usual that a typeface would have colons or periods or ellipses that aren't perfect circles?
Oh yeah, most of them are.
What?
Most of them are imperfect, in fact.
Like,
let's check it out. Hey there. Let's check this out. So let's start with the very first. And we'll zoom in. Hold on. They're all different. I mean,
it's so
these
true.
are more tiny, fat, kind of square, squircled.
Squircled.
You know? I mean, definitely square. And these are a little bit abnormal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. If you really want to get into the study of ellipses, you can go deep.
If you really want to major in it, you can.
I mean,
there's enough
you could do a whole
here.
art exhibit on ellipses if you really wanted to.
Trademarked.
I like that. That's like Miami Vice. What is that, Snoopy? No. Is it Miami Vice?
I don't think it's... It kind of looks like Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, yeah, totally. We'll be like, hey, everybody.
Welcome
We
to
decided not to do a conference. We decided to do Miami Vice.
We're taking over the show. This is a mutiny.
Maybe I'll wear some shoulder pads tomorrow and we can try it out.
If you do, I do. Will.
I love that. You're like, if you do, I do. Cool.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
I love it. We're birds together.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
It's out of control.
It's getting real over here. I like this.
Chat, keep us in line.
Is that a Midwestern thing, too? We're both like, oh.
Just swooning.
Sigh.
Chat, you've got about 12 minutes left to get those contest submissions in, and you could win a free year of Creative Cloud. So you have nothing to lose. There are not many submissions, so your chances of winning are pretty high.
Ooh, that's good. High submission, high chance.
Low risk.
Low risk. All the things.
Yes, Sarah, put a bird on it. Totally agree.
Totally agree.
Put 2 birds on it.
I will. I think I've got that in noun project, right? We can say bird. Yeah. Here we go. Best thing ever.
Boom. There you go. You could also do it
Multiple
in
birds.
Adobe Stock.
Oh, yeah.
You could search that in your Creative Cloud libraries.
There, we're just putting some birds on this.
3 birds to be exact.
Designer to designer, as you do.
As you usually do.
As you usually do. So I'm wondering if this is, yep, perfectly centered. Ah, yes.
Feels good, man.
It does. I'm not sure about the blue.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's better with the bigger.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger. I'm not in love with that one. It feels very furniture.
Somebody said it looked like a fashion brand. The one at the bottom that says actually designer to designer.
This one?
It's like Dolce & Gabbana. Designer to
Dolce &
designer.
Gabbana, that's funny. Yeah, I still am like in this area over here, and I'll probably try and finesse some of this tonight so that I can, you know, do things that are a little bit profesh.
It's off camera because you cannot be professional live.
No, I'm not professional live. I'm actually not professional at any point in my life. There's very many people that will agree with me on that. But it's too short. Why bother?
Yeah. True.
Okay, so if we're gonna vote on which ones to maybe move ahead with, let's just do it. Throw these on another page over here so we can clear ourselves.
Perfect.
Okay. This one doesn't yet have. I'm gonna throw this whole thing over there because I'm not quite sure what that's gonna become, but I like it. There's something there.
Yeah, someone earlier said you could have it twisting like a double helix.
Exactly. I don't animate, but I could totally do that with my video camera.
You know who does animate? Other
exactly
on this program.
Totally. Let's see. I think I need to lessen that so that the transparency is more. Okay. So maybe we'll throw this down here. And then we can throw some type.
Perfect.
I think what I want to do with this one, let me just finesse this for another minute. What do we have? How much time?
I've
4 minutes?
got 10 minutes until they need to have their submissions in.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So we got a little bit of time.
Got a little bit of time.
You're doing all right. And chat, if you are just tuning in or if you haven't said anything in chat yet, hello, how are you doing? This is Kathleen and Kristine here on the stream. That rhymed.
Oh, that did rhyme.
A little bit.
Kathleen and Kristine on the stream.
And we are hosting and working on Creative Conference this week. So we have creatives from all different walks of life and creative spheres. We've got James and Kristine and Jessica and Tracy all working in different aspects to bring this creative conference together. It's a fictional creative conference that is coming to life this Tuesday through Thursday, and the core value is create and share.
Who wants them to make it a real conference?
Raise your hand. Put a 1 in chat. I mean, it just takes 2 people.
Totally.
Coming together, designer to designer.
Synergy.
This is a conference.
It's a real thing.
Welcome to Designer to Designer. This is the conference.
I love it.
But we are here live every week, Tuesday through Thursday. Like I said, we're doing creative campaign this week, and I'm excited to see what happens because it's all a mystery at this point.
It is a mystery, even to me.
So we got Jessica Moon coming up next. I think she's in the house,
Nice.
chilling back there, getting ready, stretching.
Yeah,
Drinking
calisthenics.
water, coffee. And then we've got Tracy Ching coming up to finish out the day. We do have shorter streams today, so they're all 90 minutes instead of 2 hours. So let us know in chat if you're a fan of that. Let us know if it helps you, and we'll just keep going.
I also like this. I think the simplicity of that is much better than this. So there's something about taking the dots off of the eyes to create the colon itself and then allow that to be the intro of these are the 2 designers.
Yes.
Cool. So when I was looking, I was like, well, we could do something like that over here, but just not with color. I think if we're gonna have another mark,
Oh, nice.
I think there's just too much going on though. We've got this, we've got that, we've got this. So we're just gonna go back to deleting that.
So Tanmai wants to know why 2 designers.
Why
Maybe you
2
can
designers?
talk about
designer to designer.
Yes.
Because that was the reason. It's because the conference is about designers talking to other designers, not a conference where you have, I would say, designers talking to an audience that maybe aren't the right audience because they're not teaching them per se or talking about their experience. They're actually doing live design. Mm-hmm. So if they're doing live design, I think the only people that are really going to be surely interested in that are other designers.
Or people trying to learn.
Yeah, or trying to learn, exactly. Mm-hmm. So there's also some funness with this overlap, too. It's all about fun. Looks like a bee, though.
Designer.
Bazana to bazana.
Vicky wants to know, are you working with shortcut keys?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite shortcut or hotkey?
Oh, favorite hotkey? Yeah, delete. Control Z.
Mm-hmm. Go back, go back, go back, go back forever.
Yep. Sometimes I run out of that space that's like you can't go back anymore. So I'm like, oh, God. Infinite go back. Yeah. Okay, so if we were going to start out with something for our mark for what this conference could be, does anyone have any opinions? Ooh, I could put numbers.
All right, chat.
1, 2,
mouse skills.
3. Yeah, this is old school mouse, but again, you can't argue with results. Mm-hmm. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Right? There we go.
Mm-hmm. Chat, what do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
Yeah, chat, give it up.
And let us know why.
Yeah, let us know why. Don't just say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give us a reason.
Oh.
Third from the left, that's not a number, Simon.
Just have to be different.
1 or 5. Oh, I'll start tallying too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit, it's coming in too fast.
So I'm not seeing a lot of 1s
a lot
or
of
2s.
5s. A lot of 5s.
I'm seeing 3, 4, and 5.
A lot of 5s. 3s. Number 6 is not a number. 4. Oh no, it's so fast. Are we making a chart?
Yes. Gus, do it.
Yes.
All right, chat, we'll make this much easier for
Gus
you.
is hoping.
Doing a great job.
There's a lot of this.
Wow.
It's like I'm, on a desert island, even though I made that a 6, which is pretty great. I'm just going to keep adding. I'm like,
this is your
I'm like
life.
Tom Hanks right now, and I'm stuck on an island,
like,
and I'm counting the
it?
days. I'm like, oh,
this is
so
terrible.
Many. No one voted for 2, but I'm just going to continuously vote for it.
Infinite.
3. Yeah, 3.
All right, there's a link in the chat. That's the straw poll link that Adobe Live team just posted.
Amazing.
Tim posted it.
4, 4, 4, 4.
So I'll get that open.
It's great. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. If anything, this gives me confidence that you can all type numbers.
We've all learned so much today.
I have too.
We've all had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, this is fun. So I guess I can look at my list. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is, remember these fun taglines? We're going to look at these again. Okay. And we're going to start to build out some graphic assets, applying these in some swaggy collateral. Mm-hmm. So maybe a lanyard, but probably not. Brochure, posters, possibly some of those things that hang from the ceiling so that when people walk into this conference, they know where they're at.
Yeah, some wayfinding.
Yes.
Those things.
Yeah, those things.
That are just places sometimes. So if you pop over to my screen, we have the favorites. Let me reload it.
Oh.
5 is the dominant winner.
5 is the dominant winner?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe.
You're like, it's my choice. But...
Yeah, we'll see how I feel about that tonight.
But then 2, 3, and 1 are pretty.
Okay,
close.
Fine. I'll just pull these out. 2, 3, 1, 5. No one likes 4. I really like 4. That no one likes 4.
Yeah, they're being...
Actually, I don't like 4 either.
They're voting.
4 is gone.
Bye.
I think that's because it's always where you think your best idea is coming from. It's never going to be the thing that lands with other people. I'm like, remember when I had to explain this to you guys about how clever I am? Yeah, it didn't work
your
for
shower
me either.
ideas.
Yep, so we're just going to delete that. So now it's 1, 3, and 5. Yep. Sorry. Oh, Fabio, you voted 4? Yeah. 4 isn't working.
Rob's like, 4 is not working.
4 is not working. Thank you, Rob.
Rob also really likes that zipper
Oh,
design,
I like the zipper too.
but he thinks it'd be cool if you made it like
This
horizontal.
way?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Rob, we
flipped
can do it every single way. We could do it on a diagonal. I mean, there's so much
ways.
there. Yeah, there's so much there. Look at this. Wait, let's just play with this while we
It
have
could even
Rob's attention.
act as like a pattern
Whoa.
or a piece of just design.
Rob, check this out.
Check.
Infinite.
Wow.
Yeah, I know the things you do for love. Of design.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Rob. Cool. So we got rid of 4. 5 has an unfair advantage because of color. Okay, fine. There we go.
Now pick.
Equality.
Infinite, yes. Chat, you have 1 minute to get your contest
Yeah,
submissions
chat.
in. We have a couple submitted
Infinite.
already. So your chances of winning are growing smaller and smaller. You could win a free year of Creative Cloud. And don't worry if you don't win during this segment. We will have a winner every segment of every day. So it's Tuesday through Thursday.
It's getting a little bit better the more I look at that one.
Oh.
Hey.
What's up, Chuck? Welcome.
What's up, Chuck?
What's up, Chuck? What's up, Doc?
What's up, Chuck? How's it going?
How do I submit to the contest? Ronnie, go to the contest tab at be.net/live and all the instructions are there for you.
5 with color, yes. Miguel, we will definitely go back to color on number 5, but you know, it's unfair. I agree. It's a disadvantage as of now. Well, yeah, I mean, while we're sitting here, let's just look at some of these in color because that's where they're going to go.
Yeah, do it. And while you're working on throwing some color in there, we do have a giveaway, chat. So thank you for being patient, being with us today. We'd love to give back and give out some swag. So we already gave away this awesome pillow to Rangy. So congratulations to you. And we're going to be doing another giveaway. We have this lapel pin.
Ooh,
Ding. It
the
could look so
lapel
cute.
pin.
Yeah, you can put it on the hat. You can put it through your ear if you have pierced ears and
Totally.
you're crazy.
I have
And then,
posters.
yeah, no, just kidding. And we're also giving away this Adobe charger, so you would get both of these. All you have to do is be active in chat. Maybe let us know if it's your first time tuning in or if you are a return visitor. We also want to know how you like the 90-minute segments.
Yeah, I know
works
I
for you.
like it.
It keeps things exciting.
It does.
And it doesn't let me go down bunny holes so often or rabbit trails.
Bunny holes again. Is that a Midwestern thing?
Is it?
It must be.
Gotta keep things
Keep things real.
tight and serious.
So now that we're
serious.
adding some color, what do we think? I'm liking number 3 now.
Me too.
I love how we just don't have a number 4. It's like unlucky, like 13.
Yeah,
You know?
it's not a very interesting number.
No, it's
I don't
not.
think.
Let's put some dividers in here. I really want people to know that there's a difference.
I gotta design this.
You know?
This experience.
Look.
All right, people are saying 3.
3,
Awesome.
yeah, right? The zipper is gonna rule the world. Designer to designer.
4 is fresh. Oh, Rob. Sorry, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
We nixed
4 is
it.
fresh. I know, I'm even like changing my own handwriting. I'm like, oh, these aren't straight.
That's insane.
All right, yeah. 5 rocks. Yeah, 5's pretty cool. We'll see tomorrow. Maybe I'll do them all tonight.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. This is pretty exciting. I'm thrilled.
Awesome. So let me get these contest submissions open and then
Okay.
we can look through them and you can pick a winner.
Nice.
Let's see. Already opened that one.
To the hourglass. Yeah, it does make it interesting. Pablo really likes number 5.
Well, I just lost my list, so hold on a second.
It's cool.
If you have any questions for Kristine, please
Yeah, send them out
over.
there.
Yeah, you've
Any
only
questions?
got about 20 minutes left.
The voting system is epic.
It's a little overwhelming.
I totally agree. I'm like, what's going on?
Just us and 1,800 of our closest friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yelling at us.
Yelling at us. Yeah, I know.
Through the internet. All
You're like, I changed my mind. The bottom of part 2 looks, too fast. Couldn't read it.
Bye. So we have some submissions we can take a peek-see at.
Ooh. I hope that this is your photo.
Yeah,
Marcin.
right? I hope this is
Not
actually
Rocky.
you. So, chat, if you are just new or you don't know about the contest, let me explain it real quick. We have a contest, and it's different every day, but it has to do with the theme of the week, which is this creative conference. So today's contest is to create the badges for this fictional creative conference.
Totally.
Got it. Thank you.
How many badges are we looking at?
We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Whoa.
13. Which
Amazing.
sometimes we go through over 100 submissions in a stream. So this is like a little baby batch.
Nice.
So this is really cool. What do you think about it?
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm looking at it on the bigger screen.
That's probably good.
But this is good too. Yeah, I think it's fun.
Nice.
I'm not sure what the blob is in the background, the abstract shape, but
It's an abstract shape.
it's fun.
Cool. On to the next. This is my badge from Tariq. Thank you, Tariq.
Nice.
CreateCon.
CreateCon.
Nice. Using that share icon.
I see.
I'm just an attendee. I'm not
What?
like
no VP.
industry or
VP.
like a speaker.
Yeah.
Just an attendee. Nothing special.
Oh,
James Franco's coming to Design Explosion.
that's amazing because I think that's actually Tommy Wiseau, right?
I know. I was like, well, he played him.
I
And
know.
then- yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yay.
Cool.
He adopted the look.
I like how everyone's using this Bauhaus, like, square, circle, triangle. Very,
Right.
yes.
So there was a template offered. So I'm wondering
Oh.
if some of these assets came from the template.
Reart. Creart.
CreateArt.
I would say we probably want to be able to read it a little bit better. Cree and art. Cree is a weird word when it's separated from art.
Yeah. I think I like this one more than...
Yeah, because that one looks like reart.
Yeah. Nice job. Zubin?
Zubin.
This is pretty nuts.
Is that? Oh, that's really close up. I see.
What did
Oh,
you
yeah,
think it
man. They're
was?
bleeding from the eyes. Color. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I wouldn't not wear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like if they could be this personalized for each person, that would be really
I
cool.
want my own with my face.
Yeah, nice job, Sam. All right, this is by Adrian. It's kind of zoomed in. Maybe we can zoom out a little bit.
They did make the logo bigger. I get it.
Make the logo
totally-
bigger conference.
That's totally insulting, though, to all of us designers, isn't it?
I think I like it.
It's kind of funny, though. I like
little
it, too.
cheeky.
Yeah, it's very cheeky.
Nice job, Marie.
Good
If
job.
this is yours, Marie. I'm not sure. This is by M. Bramore.
Brain.
Creativity
conference.
Sharing brain.
Expose
the right side of your
brain.
mind.
Oh, of your mind. Yeah. The right side.
Nice job. I like
And then the
colors.
opposite side would be like expose the left side.
Both sides are just as
Yeah.
good.
Because to be really successful, you've got to also be able to articulate your work.
Very true. This is by Jesse Robinson.
Yeah.
VIP Design Conference. Somewhere, USA.
Somewhere.
Nice job. Maybe some color would
Yeah.
be cool. Yeah. But it
Or
also...
maybe we're leaving the color for everything else, like a colorful outfit.
Yes. So there's a designated outfit you have to wear. It's like a tie-dye tuxedo.
Totally.
And then just this.
I'm
Nice
into
job,
it.
Jesse.
Ooh,
Alrighty.
mountains.
So Apex Creator Summit.
I think that's very clear.
Cool. Yeah, different colors.
Good hierarchy.
And like your specialties, so
Yep.
Illustrator and InDesign.
Yep.
Nice. It'd be cool maybe if it wasn't just designated by the word, because that might be hard to catch
see,
when you're
yeah.
just walking by someone.
Yeah, maybe like an icon that looks different, just because the squares look similar.
Right. But nice job.
Thanks, Pablo.
All right, cool. So this is Ujan Creation Conference, I think. Got a makeup artist and a graphic designer. Nice. What do you think of the colors?
I like the colors.
Yeah.
I like the green.
Yeah.
Good
too.
fade.
Maybe they're different colors for different tiers or different like makeup artist, graphic designer. Cool. Just a couple more to look at.
Oh, Sharetivity. We saw this
Yes.
one. Yes.
Sharetivity.
Made up names.
And,
and Creativity
Creative
Splash. Yeah, saw that too.
Cool.
Yeah.
So maybe I can narrow these down, and then right before we end the stream, we'll pick a winner.
Yeah.
Sound good?
That sounds great.
Cool. So let's jump back into this.
All right. So I think people liked 3. I'm going with 3 for right now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, 3's kind of where I wanted to be anyway. So
cool.
Even if you liked 5, I just let you guys vote for fun.
You never had any power.
I was like, you know what? I am going to hear what you have to say, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna listen.
Because you're the art director in this
That's
situation.
right. All of those who voted for 3 were the real winners today.
You picked the right one.
That's right. And plus, this also looks like the hourglass anyhow, so we're winning there in that respect. Okay, so things that we can start to do. Let's take a look at... So tomorrow, I'm gonna pull some stock photography down from Adobe Stock. I'm probably gonna do that tonight because it'll take me a little while to search through exactly what I want. But I'm going to take some of these phrases that I've come up with, like sugarcoating for donuts, design thinking is thinking, opening minds, not kimonos. I'm gonna take some of those and look for some imagery that I can overlay some of this type with, mainly for promotional graphics, anything that we really want to use it for that would promote this conference, whether it's posters or web banners or a t-shirt with a kimono on it and a bunch of type. Who knows, right?
Taking it there.
I've worn worse.
I've worn worse. And while you're doing that, we can announce the winner of the giveaway. You were all very patient, chat. So we do have a winner of the lapel pen and the Adobe charger. We have different swag for pretty much every giveaway, so stick around during the day if you want to see what the other options are.
Totally.
And the winner is Lyra Suarez?
Nice.
Soares. Lyra, are you here? Say something in chat. If you are here, you are the proud winner of the Photoshop.
Lyra.
Or Lyra, totally. Pen and the phone charger.
Yeah,
portable
congrats.
charger.
That's pretty nice.
Right? It's
yeah,
pretty
my
hefty.
phone always is losing battery. That's great.
I just always forget to charge these. So then they're kind of like nothing.
That's not completely charged all the time. That would
Right.
be awesome.
Dang it. The sun should charge it.
Silicon Valley, you can make us one.
Right, you would think. But congratulations. Stick
congrats.
around for the next streams if you would like to win a giveaway, and also enter the contest because you could win a free year of Creative Cloud.
Totally. That'd be amazing.
Ooh. Oh, awesome, Lyra or Lyra. Congrats to you.
Cool. Yeah, congrats. Thanks. Awesome. All right, cool. This is really fun. I'm excited.
Yay.
Okay, so I can also go through what I've done. Yeah. So I've started to look through some. Well, let's try it out. I mean, one of the things that we could do is just pop it into
I like a little
layout
mock-up.
and just see what some of these look like. I think this is going to be the key test because it's not going to show up the way that I'm intending it to without putting a stroke on it.
Oh.
So, and this is always good to see what your things look like in another practice because it's going to look like a box, trust me.
Yeah. So how are you building this Photoshop document? Like, is it a template you already have?
Yes.
Or, okay, gotcha.
See, that's not great. So what we're going to have to do is put some work to this by creating some outlines so that we can actually see the D to D.
Okay.
And again, this might not be the final iteration. It could be something within these two, just because I think the thing that I wanted to use was this zipper look and feel for maybe one piece of collateral. But it doesn't mean that we can't use multiple iterations of what this is. So maybe I lied, guys. Maybe I'll do 1, 2, and 3. And poor people who voted for number 5 won't get anything.
Womp womp. It's all a process.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Chuck, why can't you win? What's the story?
Yeah, what's the story, Chuck?
And Paul, how's everyone doing today? That's so nice of you to ask. What's the next thing that would be going on this week? Do you mean for Adobe Live? Let us know. We're doing Creative Campaign this week, which has creatives from all different spheres of influence and creative worlds coming together and working on designing this creative conference. It's a fictional creative conference, although it could be real. So we have Jessica Moon coming up next doing some UX, and hopefully we'll be using some assets from this stream, putting them in a Creative Cloud library and sending them over to Jessica.
Totally.
And we got Tracy coming in at the end to do some illustration. And then we'll start tomorrow with James again doing motion design.
Nice. That's right. I probably got to get some of these put together for Jessica. So.
Yeah, we might have you maybe stay a little bit into the next stream and get that.
Yeah, get that going so that I can actually give her an asset. That would be good for all. Okay. So I'm going to use the Pathfinder and divide these. Actually, first, let's make them transparent. Then I'm going to divide them, ungroup them. Get in here and pull them apart. 2, 2. Let's see.
Oh, Kevin, that's a great question. He's wondering, how long does it take for you to define the brand, like the platform, before you actually designed? So
mission, vision, values, character, tone of voice, and everything? Well, Kevin, it takes quite some time. It depends on the client. It depends on the amount that's needed. I mean, if you're naming, that's a whole different ball of wax. But I would say anywhere from like 2 weeks if it's a very light version of that to, I don't know, 4 months. Depends on how large the brand is and how global they are, and also who their audience is and how much research needs to be done. So
I see.
Lots of things to think about.
Right. So how do you feel about when people get a project and the first thing they do is jump into the logo? Like even before defining the brand, they're like, I have this idea, it needs a logo.
You know, I don't really have an opinion about that. I feel like it depends on, you know, I don't think there's any one way to do something. I think the idea might come first, and then you might have to back into strategy. It might be that the strategy is so strong that you don't even really need to think about the visualization of it because it's so inherent to the strategy.
Right.
And then sometimes the strategy is more important than the brand, and it's actually like the feeling that people get for, you know, what the idea is versus the logo or the color palette. So, I mean, I don't really think of Coca-Cola very often other than the fact that it was when I was a child and I liked it.
Yeah.
But I don't visually think of red and all the other things. I think they've done a good job with figuring out how to make people remember it without visualizing it.
Gotcha.
Not that they're a great brand or my favorite brand or anything, but
just an example.
I think it's an example. Same with Apple. Like, they're one where it's very visual, so you always think of the apple because it's very C-say, where Coca-Cola is not C-say.
No.
It's like I don't think of liquid. I think of red.
Yeah.
So
totally. Right. So we have about 15 minutes until Michael is back, and we are hosting again with Jessica Moon. So maybe we can pick a winner for this stream's contest.
Ooh.
And then we'll have a little bit of time for you to wrap up and
Nice.
finish up what you're doing, and then we'll say goodbye in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, adios.
Cool. So I have 3 options narrowed down. For the winner, today's contest was to create the badges for this creative conference. Here's one option. This is Design Splosion with James Franco.
Design Splosion. I love it. They use James Franco. Big fan.
Big fan. And then we've got the brain, expose the right side of your mind.
It reminds me of that show.
What
like, it's like
reminds
the
you
Back
of
to the
it?
School show. I can't remember.
Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, Saved by the Bell.
Totally. I agree.
I'm so glad that you
Back
got
to the
that.
School?
Thanks. Back to School show.
Back to the Future School.
Yeah.
And then the third option is this one, very clean. Almost reminds me of
Nice.
like a marketing conference.
Yes, it's very clean.
Or developing.
Well, I have a clear winner. I'm like Design Splosion all
Design
the way.
Splosion.
Yeah,
All
Design
right.
Splosion.
Here we go.
You know, it's quirky. It's got some funness to it.
Totally.
It's got James Franco. It's an explosion of design.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard Design Splosion in a while, so
There you go.
anything with Splosion on it's pretty great.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty effective design also. It's
Yeah.
simple, it gets the idea across.
Yeah, I would even maybe remove the person and just
This
let
one?
it be. Yeah, just let it be like like falling, raining
Yeah.
Bauhaus
Raining
objects, you
Bauhaus.
know? Yeah.
Awesome. So I believe that is Patrick Diaz. Congratulations. You have won a free year of Creative Cloud. So be on the lookout in your Behance messages for Adobe Live Team to reach out to you about that. Thank you, everyone who submitted.
That's pretty rad.
Takes a lot of bravery to...
It does. It takes a lot of bravery to have your work critiqued in front of others.
Right.
So.
And it's not like there's only a couple people in this chat. There's quite a few. So congratulations, everyone, for just getting something submitted. And if you would like to submit again, we just ask that you do a totally new submission. And then tomorrow's theme will be totally different. So make sure you're back at 9 a.m. to find out what the theme is going to be.
Amazing. So now that I've done a one color mark, let's see what this looks like when it's, I mean, not that this will ever have a company, but still, if we were to have a headquarters, this is what it could look like.
Yikes.
Yup. The corporate headquarters. I think we'd probably have to do it in a different way.
Yeah.
That's not the sign I'm looking for.
No. No. I wonder if like cutting out bigger shapes or...
You know what?
Who knows?
We're just not going to use that application. And
Boom.
as the creative director of this, I'm going to just say, forget it.
Not worth the time?
Never, ever going to use it like that because we'll write that in the guidelines.
Just don't.
Just don't. All right, perfect. So I think I'm hopping over for Jessica Moon.
Oh, and we've got about 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm so confused with the time.
No, it's
I thought
all
I was
right.
done like 12 minutes ago.
We are still live. There are still people watching. Please hold yourself together. You just thought we've been chatting.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, totally. Well, I've been designing on the side. I just,
Right.
Okay, cool.
It's hard to be in your seat, like working and having me talk
Working
to
and
you.
having fun at the same time.
Yeah, it's so
Let's
difficult.
copy this artboard over here and start something new. Okay, great. I can show you some of the things that I'm going to work with tomorrow, which is possibly a calendar schedule.
Oh, nice.
Definitely. I was looking at some fades for one of the posters. Flag mock-up. So this would be something that we could hang, like some sort of banner that we'll actually work with tomorrow. And then, no, this is in Photoshop.
So the templates or the mock-ups are in Photoshop?
Yep, mock-ups are in Photoshop.
And where do you get these mock-ups? Did you build them, download them, give them to
a
you
lot of
from
times
work?
I'll download them. I know Adobe Stock has some mock-ups that you can download, as well as other sources. There's sometimes I'll do some paid ones just because one, it's good to support other designers, and two, they're a lot nicer and you're not seeing them all over the place.
Totally. So, there's some free ones.
Like this one, I'm probably going to have to remove the leaves out of there because it just isn't something that I'd normally put in a poster.
Is that like a layer that you could turn off?
I hope so.
I
we'll
hope
find
so
out.
too. There's also a lot of templates or mock-ups on Behance that people will allow you to download.
Totally. I think I've gotten a couple of them there. I think this t-shirt one, and then I changed the front from some rules that we're going to go through tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I think with this, I'm still trying to think through which option to go with, but I don't know about this one. I think the more I look at the overlap, it becomes a little bit more difficult to see, and it becomes something that I feel like I've seen before, and I can't put my finger on it.
Right.
So I might be going Hourglass, but Hourglass also has this particular funness that can be overlapping.
Totally.
And I also like that this one can be used quite simply. It also feels like something fun that when I look at, is it James that came on before me? His illustration style has a very fun, like, liveliness to it, and I could see this being a bow tie or something on one of his characters.
Really cheeky.
Yeah, like something kind of silly, or like some really strange eyeglasses that come together. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure that he has the brain for coming up with those ideas.
Yeah, he'll see something in it for sure.
Totally. So I think one of the things that I had looked at when I was starting to brainstorm this was looking at the other three designers, since they're going to be using the collateral that I'm making, or at least pieces of it possibly, pulling from their strengths, and Jessica, Tracy, and James between the three of them, James has a very playful and also geometric approach. So I was thinking about using geometry, more of a geometric approach, and that's why I went down the Bauhaus Avenue. And then both Jessica and Tracy use limited color palettes in their design. So thinking of a color palette that, you know, whether they use it or not that it matters, but looking at a color palette that would be easy to use but also easy to build on, so it's really minimal. So if they wanted to bring in pop colors for the app, you know, there's additional colors in this muted palette that could be complementary. So, I mean, I think working with, you know, in our office and in everyday life as a designer, you work with other designers who need different things. So thinking about the flexibility of what their design process is and how you can celebrate and actually make them look just as good as you want them to do for you. Is pretty important. Otherwise, they're going to hate your work and not want to work with you.
Yeah,
so it's
Jessica's
like,
giving you the thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, Jessica.
Awesome. So Jessica, yeah, she'll be on in literally like a minute. We're back with Michael. So thank you so much, chat, for sticking around with us. Kristine will be back tomorrow working on the mock-ups and the phrases and collateral. Thank you, chat, for sticking around with us. Stick around. We'll be back in just a minute, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Bye,
cool.
guys.
Bye. That was like...